Hi, this is Abby. I'm making another tutorial to show you how to change the background color and do some more text stuff. So, if you don't have Notepad++, you need it for a code editor. Okay, I keep freezing, so... Yes, you need a text editor to do coding in. So this is a free download. It's called Notepad++, and it's free. It's what they call open source. So it's an open source application. So get this, and then in the last tutorial I showed you how this is the H1 we did last time. I was going to say yesterday because I made the tutorial yesterday, but last time we did an H1, which is Hello World, and we made the background green. So the background green because it's obscene. So I want to show you this place where I get my Hexcodes from, and it's also free. So I'll show you this. Okay, it's completely free to use. This is the site that I use to get Hexcodes from. Okay, so you can get Hexcodes for like any colors. I'm going to show you another color trick tool thing that I use, but this is one of them that I like. So I will show you. So what I do is I go to Explore, and it brings up all these different, and what you do with these palettes is you find one you like. I'm going to choose this one, but also look for a specific color. So I'm going to choose blue. Okay, well, I already chose a palette last time because I was trying to make a tutorial last time. So I'm going to just only chose. But when you choose a palette, you just click View. Hi again. This is the palette that I chose. Okay, this is the palette that I chose. So I want color. So a way that I use to cheat is up here I highlight the color that I want, and then I will go to text editor. Here where it says green, I'm going to put the color that I chose. So I'm going to put Shift 3 hashtag, and then Control V as in Victor, and I put that in like that. To view the HTML document, you have to save it first. Always have to save it first. And then what you need to do is, if you already have it open, which I do, okay, this is what we got. So we saved it in the text document in the HTML. So what we can do now is refresh it or reload. So you right click, and I don't know where that came from, but right click and you can use Control R, which makes it reload. See, now the background color changed to blue. And, oh, okay, I was wondering why did my H1 disappear? I was like, what? Why are you being so difficult? Okay, so that's how you change the background. Now we're going to change the text color. Using the same palette, I am going to choose this color next for the text. So I'll go up here and I will select this, Control C, copy, and I will go to the, and I will find my H1 tag. Okay, here's my H1. That's where my text is. This is the hex code for white, which is what it is now, but where I'm going to change this. Control V, and I need the hashtag there. And save. And then I changed the text color. But say I want to keep it white because it pops on the on the document. I'll change it back, but there's a couple of things I want to show you that you can do with text. So I would like to show you that. Alrighty, so I changed it back to white, but I put a text shadow on the H1. So I will show you what that looks like. Okay, well, this is what it looks like. You can barely see it because it's blue on blue. So I'm going to change it to a darker color so I can show you properly. Now, I've changed it to a different color, which is a darker color. It's kind of like a charcoal. I'll show you what that looks like. So this is what it looks like. The charcoal color. As I was saying, if it's a lighter color with a darker shadow, it'll pop more and it'll look like it's coming off the page. So that's something that you can do with text. And now, okay, I'm recording. So I changed the font size to 150 pixels and I put a line height of 50 pixels. So what that's going to do is it's going to push it down further down the page and it's going to make the font bigger. So I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, well it didn't push it further down the page, but I know how to fix that, but I did make the text bigger. Down the page to around the, I'm going to try to move my mouse here. I kept my line height here, but I put top and then 45%. You can do pixels or percentage. So I'm going to use percentage for this, and I will show you what it does. On second thought, I deleted the line height and I just kept top 45%. And let's see if this will work. There's a lot of trial and error kind of stuff to teach at the same time, so learn with me. Learn with me, everybody. As you can see, it did move down the page, but I want to make it go down here. So I'm going to Okay, so what I did was I changed it to 75%, and I will show you what that. I'm going to give it a position of absolute, and that way it can't argue with what I want to do with it. So I did that, and I will show you what that does. Okay, well, it pushed the text all the way down here, which is not. So that means, what it means is that I put too high of a percentage on the H1 tag. So I'm going to fix that right now. I changed it back to 45 from 75, and I'll show you what that looks like. That moved it up to here, and that's not exactly where I want it, and for some reason it's not aligned to the center anymore, so I have to figure out why not. So let's find out together. So what I did was I changed it to 25%, and I put this in here, important. This is telling the computer, you better do this because I tell you to do this. But I don't know why it's doing that in the first place, but anyway. As you can see, it moved up more, so it's more like in the center, but it's still not aligned in the center like I want it to be. So I will show you another trick to use to do that. In a way, it's good that I'm making a mess of this tutorial, because I can show you what works and doesn't work. So it is a process of learning, a learning process. So we're going to take out this text line because it's not cooperating with us. So from the left, we are going to move it 50% right in the middle. And I think it was because we were targeting the top in the first place. I think that's why. So left 50%, moved it over here. And since it doesn't have enough room to put world, it put world underneath. So it's more over here. We're just going to give it maybe 25. I changed the 50 to 25%. I'm going to save it. And then I will return to the text document in the browser to show you. Okay, I'm going to make my mouse move.